Welcome to the Retirement Master, a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet designed to help you plan for retirement and then live it to its fullest. This is the 17th video in a series of short videos designed to help show you how to use the spreadsheet. This video is going to deal with extra late life expenses. So I'm going to go down here to the tab for late life expenses and pull it up. Okay, the left side of the sheet here is just sort of a narrative of what I'm going to share with you for your reference in future use. The right side is a life expectancy table provided by the Social Security Administration. And it's a couple years old, but serves the purpose. Okay, I'm at 68, so it says that I should live to be about 84 years old. So let's go over to the retirement plan sheet right here. Okay, age 84 says I should have about $500,000 left in my retirement account at that age. Okay, but I hit 84 and I'm not ready to check out yet. So I'm clicking on another year, and I'm clicking another year, and another year, and another year. And then I start clicking a little bit slower and a little bit slower. And then I get to where I really need some major help. And I'm in an assisted living facility. And that goes for a while. And then I land up in a long-term care facility because it's just getting to be that time. Okay, so how much money I have left is predicated on me spending the amounts that are in the spending plan. And the amounts in the spending plan do not include late life extra expenses. And so how am I going to pay for those late life extra expenses? Well, coming back over here again, I hit my 84 age, and the money I have allotted to live on is fine. And that goes on for a number of years. And then I start having to hire a little bit of help to do a few things around the house, take care of the yard, so forth. Well, those expenses are going to be really pretty minor. And what I'm going to do to meet that financial need, I'm just going to look toward the future. And some of this money that I have allocated for these years way up here in the 90s, I'm not going to be around during some of these years. And so I can start pulling this allocated money back and use it for those little extra expenses that are coming along. And then as I slow down a little bit more and I have to have even more help, once again, I go to these years and I pull some more of that money out. And then I land up in assisted living. Well, a lot of expenses go away when that happens, but the overall cost is still going to be higher. And there again, I'm going to these future years and I'm going to pull some of that money back to use. And then I go into long-term care, and that'll be more money yet each year. But I still have plenty of money left up here in these late years of allocation to pull back and to use up. Generally speaking, people don't stay in assisted living or long-term care facilities very long. Generally, people try to stay in their home and with some extra help, which is relatively inexpensive, before they go into those facilities. And when they do go into those facilities, it's getting closer to the end. And the average in assisted living and long-term care combined is only, 2 or 3 years time, maybe 4. And so it's not like you need to fund that extra expense for a lot of years. It's only a few years you have to have funding for those extra expenses. So that's the idea of padding this target age. You take the life expectancy you have, you consider your family history, you consider your personal health, and then you pad what that comes up to, and you pad it some more, and then you pad it some more, so that you have some years there at the end that you can take those financial resources and pull them forward. And then on top of that, you also have your home. That asset has substantial value that can be tapped. So if you have a spouse, that can also be used to help the spouse live through those same years of much higher expenses. And so I hope you can see how the padding of your target age, making it, a fair amount higher than what you're really, really, really expecting it to have for your life expectancy, will provide for those extra expenses. And early in retirement, if you set that age out there, it doesn't make a whole lot of difference to the number of dollars you have to spend. But if you wait till way late in life and then try to fund those late life expenses, it's going to be pretty devastating to your lifestyle. But doing it early, letting that money compound for decades, takes a little tiny bit of money and it makes a big difference later. So I hope that kind of explains that this spreadsheet does consider, what do I do with those extra late life expenses, just as it considers, what do I do with inflation? What do I do with the stock market going up and down day by day? And what do I do with the stock market when it crashes? This spreadsheet really addresses and has the contingencies built in for all of those things, which really takes a lot of the pressure and anxiety that so many people feel in retirement away, because it's covered. So with that, I'm going to just cut this video. Hope you all happy retirement planning. And for those of you that are in retirement, especially if you're using this Retirement Master, I wish you many, many years of very happy retirement.